God bless you, woman of God. Welcome to our channel. Today we will be talking about how cancer affects our marriage and how cancer affects our ministry. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Rosa. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you have a friend or a family member that doesn't speak English, but you want to share this content with them in Spanish, we have the same channel called La Mujer de Dios. You may send them over there. The link will be in the description below. So how does cancer affect your marriage? In the last video, my family was sharing with you their feelings, their thoughts, what they went through my process of cancer. But today I want to go a little bit deeper into the effects cancer has in your marriage and what effects does it have as a minister of God. Cancer has a great impact in marriage, starting from treatments, the process, and even after the fact. And it is very important what approach do you and your spouse take towards the cancer situation, towards your cancer process. Whether it be the female or the male, it will have an impact in your marriage, and it's very important for you to acknowledge this. In my case, my husband and I, when we went into this process together, my husband was essential in my healing process and in my well-being, because he was always present and always loving through the process. And he always said to me, I made a commitment with you in front of the altar, with you and with the Lord, that I would love you and that I would be with you in the sickness and in health, in scarcity and in much. So I'm not going to leave now when you need me the most. And that was crucial, essential for our marriage and for the strengthening of our marriage in the middle of this process. And as much as that was crucial, was also the fact that we added joy to the middle of the process. And you may ask, how did you add joy to your process? Very simple. We didn't take things extremely serious. We made a joke out of everything in order for us to be able to laugh in the middle of the process. And you may think it's a little insensitive, but to me, it meant the world of difference. When I lost all my hair, I began to tell my husband and my friends, I will become the sexiest bald woman alive for my husband. And we took that approach of laughing of the difficult times that came around. When I lost my right breast in my mastectomy, I told my husband, I'm gonna be a pirate. When I was growing my hair that it was very short, I told him I'm gonna be Betty Boo. So every little change and aspect of my body that I didn't like, that I wasn't happy with the change, it's not that I was embracing it with open arms. Yes, I want to be bold. Yes, I want to lose my breast, or yes, I want to have short hair. No, it's not what I wanted, but I added joy and grace to the process by being able to laugh of the process, knowing that God was in control. And we were able to laugh all the way through. We were able to laugh of the process. But the cancer also impacted our lives in the way we deal with each other, because my emotions were a roller coaster, and sometimes even still are a roller coaster because of the medications that I take, which I explained to you in one of our previous videos, this one right here, about the procedures and medications. There are some medications that I still take that make my emotions shift. I can be very joyful and happy and all of a sudden be all upset. And it's not that I'm bipolar, it's the effects of those medications. And we have had to learn to deal with those mood swings, to deal with the lowering of the hormones in my body, to deal with all these things that I'm facing. Another area that has changed quite a bit is our intimacy. Our intimacy has been extremely impacted again as a secondary effect of the medications that I take or that I was given at a certain point in time. And we have had to learn to love each other and extend grace to each other in the midst of times like that. My husband has been extremely loving, extremely patient, and has extended so much grace to me in the middle of this process. The way that we have managed this situations have strengthened our marriage to a point that we have learned that we truly love each other beyond our disagreements, beyond our sexual intimacy, beyond our appearance. We love each other because we made a commitment to God and because we made a commitment with ourselves. And we have shown and proven to stay faithful to each other. And because we understood, like Paul said in Romans chapter 8:28, and we know all things work together for the good of those who believe in God. We have believed in Him. And we know everything that is happening to us at the end will work for our good, even if we don't understand it today. So we choose to trust God and we choose to love each other. You need to love each other, show grace to each other, be merciful to each other, and be present for each other in the middle of a process like this. And how did this impact our ministry? Well, my husband and I pastor Church of God Returning to Pentecost. It is a ministry that we work in together, hand in hand. We are both essential parts of this ministry. I work alongside with my husband in teachings, in administrating the local church, in the administration department. I work right alongside with my husband. And therefore, when I got sick, it was very impactful for our church. I want to share with you just a few tips on how impacting is the fact that you go through a cancer to your ministry. Number one, even though I was very present at church, I hardly missed any church days due to my process. And when I missed them, it was because it was extremely necessary, either because of my surgeries or because of the procedures that were performed to me that could have put in danger the lives of the children around me. For the most part, I was very present at church. But you need to understand and you need to learn to extend grace to yourself if you're the person going through cancer, or to your pastors or your ministers if they are the ones going through cancer. Because your body, when you're going through cancer, your body is not the same. It doesn't react the same. It doesn't have the same strength. It just does not. It cannot sustain the same level of energy that you used to work with. And therefore, you have to extend grace to yourself and be merciful with yourself when you are unable to comply with what you used to do. Because many times we feel so bad because we can't do certain things. And you just have to understand and learn that there will come a time where you get back to do some of those things. But right now, your body is in a process of fighting against something that can have the power to destroy it. So you have to extend mercy to your body, extend grace to your body, so that you can come across the other side victoriously. Number two, accept the help of others. During a process of cancer, you are gonna need all the help you can get. If you are the one going through it, accept the help of others. If somebody offers themselves to come and cook a meal for you, or clean your home, or help you with your children, accept that help. You will need it. You need that help. And if you are a family member or friend, extend that help to that person that is needing it right now, because they most of the time feel very tired and weak, and they cannot comply with all the things they used to do before. So as much as you can, accept the help that is given to you, and as much as you can, if you're not going through the process, extend that help to others so that they may go through the process knowing that they are not alone and that there is people available to help. Same as in ministry. Learn to delegate, because you won't be able to comply with everything you used to do prior to your process. Learn to delegate in others those things that you don't necessarily have to do and that somebody else can do and do it good and do it with excellence. And you'll be able to rest and invest your energy in those areas that really matter and that no one else can do but you. So learn to delegate and accept the help of others when they offer it to you. Number 3, do not give up on your ministry. Don't give up what God has put in your hands. You may be going through a season, you may be going through a process, but whatever God gave you is yours. Don't give it up. Don't give up on it. Just understand that it's going to take time, but it's still yours. God still gave it to you. Still give and still work through your ministry as much as you can possibly do without affecting your health. What am I saying? Through the middle of my cancer process, the Lord used me by His grace, by His mercy, to heal other people that were going through cancer. I would lay hands on people and pray for them, and they would vomit their tumors. They would, the tumors or their cancer would disappear on their bodies. And I was still going through mine. But God used me for His glory, because He's a merciful God, and He is a supernatural God that we do not know. We don't understand the greatness of His works and what He can do through you. During that process of cancer, I preached, I ministered, I did many things in His kingdom by His mercy and for His glory, may I say again. And it was a blessing to those around me, because I didn't stop myself and say, oh, I'm having cancer, I cannot preach. Oh, I'm having cancer, I cannot worship, I cannot sing. No, that's a lie of the devil. I may not be able to do everything I used to do before, but I still can do something. I still can use this process for His glory. So don't give up on your ministry. Even in the midst of your situation, you may not be going through cancer right now. You may be going through other things. But as much as you can, do not give up on that ministry that the Lord has put in your hands. Because He has given it to you, because He knows you can. You can do it. You can go to the other side and come out victoriously. You may feel weak. You may feel inadequate. You may feel you don't have the strength to go through with things. But let me tell you something. The Apostle Paul said in the Bible in 2 Corinthians 12:10, "For when I am weak, then I'm strong." We have to understand that our strength comes from the Lord. This is not something that we do on our own. The endurance and the strength that we receive comes directly from God. So in the middle of your weakness, think He is strong in you. Continue to go forward. Continue to press on as much as you can. And the Lord will do great things with your little. He will do a lot. All you have to do is believe in Him. Trust that He will do great things in the middle of your process. I'm going to share with you a little clip of a video where I was ministering at a women's conference during my process. It is in Spanish, but I still want to show you so that you can see that it doesn't matter where you are in life, God can do something.
¿Tú sabes qué? Llega la enfermedad, llegan problemas financieros, los hijos se quieren poner rebeldes y todo a la misma vez. A ver si es que él da espera o no espera. A ver si es que él da espera o no espera. Pero yo a veces miro, ay, Samaquía la senda, se va a dañar esto. Se va a dañar, se va a dañar, se va a dañar. Yo a veces veo gente que no está pasando por nada.
that day in that video, it was the first time that I was showing myself completely bold out to the world. That I didn't wear a wig, that I didn't wear a bandana, that I just came out and shared with these women my vulnerability, so that if they were going through something, they could understand that if I was going through what I was going through and God had me standing, they could still do it as well. I pray that this video has been a blessing to your life, and if it has, share it with a friend. Hit like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.